Hello, everyone. I am Rochelle Butler of the San Joaquin Valley Clean Energy Organization. We appreciate you joining us again. This month, across all of our channels, we are focused on all things public sector and resources that help our public sector partners. One item we feel often gets overlooked is energy benchmarking. First off, let's level set. What is energy benchmarking? Well, if you do it right, it is like creating a report card for your building's energy use. This report card allows the user to understand how energy is being used in their building and what changes in that use look like over time. Benchmarking also allows a building owner or manager to compare their building's energy usage to other buildings that have similar square footage, operational use, and that are in similar climate zones. At the SJV CEO, we have been benchmarking public facilities almost since our inception. In fact, it is embedded in our ideology that you can't manage what you don't measure. The purpose of energy benchmarking, as I mentioned briefly earlier, it allows you to view a building's energy usage over time. Generally, when a building is benchmarked, you get a certain amount of historical data from your utility. This is commonly about 24 to 36 months. This allows you to get an idea of the baseline for your building's energy performance, a starting point, if you will. As additional data and activities come online, you can identify patterns. Here is an example of some of those patterns. This is my office building data right here behind me. In my office building, you can see I have data starting way back in January of 2022. And every year for the past 3 years, you can see the natural gas usage increase during the winter months and decrease during the summer months. This makes complete sense because my building is located in the San Joaquin Valley. There is a sizable delta between the average temperatures in the summer versus in the wintertime, and my building uses natural gas for space heating. However, let's imagine for a moment that this year in 2025, I do not see the seasonal decrease of natural gas in the summertime. Let's imagine for a moment that my natural gas usage in January actually remains the same. And I know I have not been running my furnace, or I shouldn't have been running my furnace. I understand that this is a bit of a simplistic example, but this scenario can be an indication that there is an operational problem in my facility or a malfunctioning piece of equipment. A setting may be incorrect on one of my natural gas water heaters, or my HVAC unit could be malfunctioning. Identifying this issue and addressing it is a cost-saving activity. Another purpose of energy benchmarking is that in the case of many of our public sector partners, there is a significant number of buildings and other infrastructure that have meters. Energy benchmarking creates the ability to see a bird's eye view of all of the facilities and figure out where the pain points are. Where's the most money being spent? Are you spending the most money in moving water? Is there excessive usage in our emergency facilities? Maybe it's your community centers. This information is important for identifying opportunities for energy efficiency projects. Sometimes it can be a very difficult place to be in to know you have a laundry list of energy efficiency projects and you don't know where to start. While we are on the topic of identifying opportunities for energy efficiency projects, I would like to point out that energy audits can be costly. Energy benchmarking data can be used to perform a kind of virtual audit to identify low-hanging fruit or easy wins to start on your energy efficiency journey. Such information can be very valuable when seeking approval from decision makers to move forward on certain projects or initiatives. Finally, I would like to add on this topic that energy benchmarking can be used after your projects are completed to verify estimated energy savings. We call this EM&V, which stands for Evaluation, Measurement, and Verification. Now that we have a good idea what energy benchmarking is and why we should be doing it, let's talk a little bit about how to do it. A moment ago, I mentioned that the SJV CEO has been benchmarking public facilities since our inception. That's been nearly 2 decades now. In that time, we have seen many different kinds of energy management systems. This is Energy Star Portfolio Manager. Now, do we use it because it's perfect? Not exactly. We use it because although it may not be perfect, it is a great piece of software that meets our needs, and just as importantly, it's free. Since we advocate for all communities, meaning communities with a lot or very few resources and everyone in between, it has always been important for us to keep these types of services as accessible as possible. The Energy Star Portfolio Manager, or ESPM for short, is under the Energy Star program. There is a multi-step process to benchmarking your building's energy usage, and most investor-owned utilities, IOUs for short, in California support a system that allows for automated energy benchmarking data uploads. This means that once accounts are set up in the software, the utilities have a means of downloading your energy usage information directly into ESPM each month when your bills are generated. This bypasses the need to manually enter all of the billing data each month. The first step is to gather all of your energy bills or a list of your meter and account numbers for all facilities in your portfolio. Now, one thing that we at the SJV CEO do that some may do differently is that we benchmark everything that has a meter, not just buildings. We benchmark lighting wherever possible, pumps, wells, traffic pedestals, and everything that uses energy and has a meter. Our philosophy is that you can't get the big picture of your total energy usage unless you have a complete picture. So, what is the big picture? The big picture of energy benchmarking is, as I said at the beginning of our conversation, that you cannot manage what you're not measuring. Energy benchmarking is the most cost-effective and easiest way to start your energy management journey and begin identifying opportunities for energy savings. As always, thank you for joining us. Be on the lookout for our follow-up video to this one. We are going to talk about benchmarking mandates such as California's AB 802. We will have links to the resources we discussed here below the video. If you have any follow-up questions, we would love to hear from you. You can connect with us on any one of many platforms. You can find us on Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts, or you can check out our website at sjvceo.com, where there are tons of resources, including our monthly playlists. Until next time.